Hey Lachlan, it's Brody from Pacific Toyota in Cairns. Just here to give you a quick virtual tour on our 2018 Toyota Landcruiser Prado. Just before I jump into this, obviously you said you were from Arriba, so obviously you know a little bit about us. We have two pre-owned used vehicle yards here in Cairns, one here at 77 Mulgrave Road and the other one down at 235 Mulgrave Road. Just next to the other yard, we also have Lexus of Cairns and Toyota brand new vehicles. But without going too much further into that, I'll jump straight into this. So I'll start under the bonnet. Basically in this video, I'll show you any nicks, scratches, marks, anything that might be present in the paint. Obviously if any of these are a deal breaker for you, please reach out and let me know, as I can obviously have a look at trying to get those touched up for you. All right, starting under here, obviously our firewall's all still intact. No marks around on the paint there. Straight through under the bonnet. All nice and clean. Got our 2.8 diesel, obviously. All nice in there as well. Chuck that bonnet down. Obviously a bonnet protector on here, which will stop a lot of those stone chips that come through. There's a little, it was just a bit of dirt, comes straight off my fingertip. Little stone chip there, so you could obviously have that touched up if that's a major concern to you. Another little one there. Couple of very minor ones up the top there as well. All right, coming up this side, there's a couple of little chips. Obviously nothing major that we can obviously have touched up for you if they are a concern. All right, coming straight into this front guard. Straight through here, see a little chip there. Easy as, nice chunky tyres, plenty of tread left on them. Wheels are all nice, no scratching through there. And a nice clean underbody as well. Obviously got our ARB color-coded bull bar. It's had some previous touch-ups done already, just as it would have had some stone chips or rocks that flicked up from the car in front. All nice through there though. Got our extreme spotlights on this color-coded ARB bar, which makes it look quite nice. Little stone chip there. Obviously got our parking sensors in the front of this bull bar. And it's all nice and clean through this side. A couple of light touch-ups that have already been done, if you can see them. Just a little nick in the paint there. But other than that, it's nice and clean. Coming through this front guard, nothing that I can really see to point out. You'll notice some water streaks that just chamoised it off. Obviously same thing with this tread on this tyre, all nice. No major marks or anything to the wheels. A little scratch there. And obviously nice and tidy under the underbody. All right, come straight up here. I'll go straight the whole way along so you can just have a look and see there's no dents or anything in there. Little, came straight off my fingernail as well. Nothing that I can really point out to you. I did just have a quick look over the car. It's pretty nice and clean. I like to be as brutally honest as I can be so you know exactly what you're looking at. Nothing that I can really point out there. Little stone chip there. But that looks nice and clean. This wheel here, same thing, all nice and clean. Heaps of tread on the tyres and a nice clean underbody. Alright, go straight to this front door. As you can see, no dents or anything. Little that came straight off of my fingernail as well. Couple little marks here. But other than that, it's pretty nice and clean. I'll give you a look straight down the side so you can see it's all nice and straight. Alright, give you a quick look through the roof so you can see there's no denting or anything in there. It's all nice through there. Alright, I'll come straight through this rear guard. Little stone chip here. Obviously, like I said, if that's a major concern to you, let me know and we can have a look at getting that touched up if we do decide to proceed on the Prado. Obviously the glass is all nice. Looking through the spare wheel carrier. It's all nice as well. There's a little nick in the paint there. But other than that, it looks pretty clean and tidy. A couple of small nicks in the rear bar here. Obviously people throwing luggage in the back and stuff like that. Rear parking sensors as well. I'll give you a look through this rear guard here. Little nut, just a bit of dirt came off. There's a little nick in the paint there and here, and just one little one down there as well. Alright, I'll jump inside the boot here. Okay, you can see a couple of little scratches in the back door. Obviously people throwing things in the back. We've got our floor mats in the back here, so we can chuck them straight in as well. Obviously if we fold the floor mat in, we've obviously got our rear seats here as well, that I'll pop up and let you have a look at. Mind the dirt, we'll have to get it re-detailed, as obviously they didn't lift the seats up when they detailed it, but we can have that cleaned up. So just a quick look through the rear here. The rear seats are all nice and clean. Try and pop this one up for you. Alright, straight through there. And no major marks or anything in the vinyl. So just pop them straight back down. So that's always nice to have a set of floor mats in here, so that'll go straight in the car as well. Alright, coming down the driver's side. Nothing that I can really point out in that guard. Same thing, I'll go along the top so you can see. Nothing that I can really point out to you there. A couple of little nicks in the, they've already been touched up beforehand. Look through the glass, it's all nice and clean. There's a little scratch here, so you can see that there, but there's no scratching in the windows or anything like that that has continued on, so that's always nice. Straight to look through here, nothing that I can really point out so far. Little nicks that have been previously touched up, but looks like they could probably do for another one. Other than that, it's all nice. Through this wheel, it's all nice as well. And through the driver's door, a little bit of scratching on the door handle, but obviously nothing to be too concerned about. Look through here. Obviously you can see the water from the chamois, but they're not scratches, obviously. Nothing else that I can really point out to you there. I don't know if I gave you a look through this front wheel. I think I did, but there's another look as well. Alright, I'll jump straight to this rear. Alright, as you can see, normally these would be a bit scratched up, but this one looks nice and clean. A little mark there, and a little mark here on the speaker. Coming straight through the floor. That's all nice and clean. There's a little bit of couple of marks on the door handle there. But seat covers always on these seats, so it looks nice and clean as well. Seat covers on the front as well, so I'd be pretty confident that under the driver's seats will be all sweet as well. A little stain in the door handle here. Nothing to be too concerned about, obviously. Forward there. Obviously we're going to have our floor mats as well that are in the back. Nothing too big of a deal to be pointing out in here. That's all nice and clean on that side. Alright, I'll jump in. Grab the keys out of my pockets for you. So as you can see, we've got two keys. We just put them in and push to start, obviously. Foot on the brake. Start it up. Alright, get that aircon cranking. Obviously cold air in this one. 152,829 kilometers. Coming straight through the dash. That's all nice and clean. Obviously got our big touch screen here, and obviously our controls down the side.
Hello, it is Mark Littler. St. Pat's Day too, St. Patrick's Day, maybe you.
As you can hear there's no major scratching or anything in the speakers, so you know that it hasn't been abused that way. Dual climate control, so you can control your passenger's temperature different to your driver's temperature. Obviously got our fan speeds here as well, and our rear aircon button as well. Obviously got our four-wheel drive switch here. Always in high 4, can switch to low 4, hill descent control, diff locks, traction control, and our second start. Got our gear stick here, so obviously drive, neutral, reverse and park. Handbrake here as well, and obviously we've got our reversing camera there. Alright, that seems to be basically just it. I'll have a quick look through this service history with you. Just chuck it down for a second and open it up. Alright, I'll look together. 10,000k service done, 20,000k, 30,000k, 40,000k, 50,000k, 60,000k, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, and 150. So it's not due until 162. So you've got a nice 10,000 Ks worth of driving without it needing another service. And obviously with that book, it looks like it's all been done at the same place. So I'd be pretty confident that this has been a one owner Prado. Obviously very well looked after, as you can see with the condition of the paint as well. And it's obviously nice to have that confidence with a full service history, knowing that this has been very well maintained and looked after. Alright, but that'll basically about do me for my virtual tour. If I did miss anything that you would like answered, please just let me know and I can go back over it again. But thanks for watching, and I'll get Natasha to give you a call as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. See ya.